Hello, Internet! This is E. Schrodinger's cat, and welcome to another episode of the Ripple Effect Minecraft SMP. Last time we made all this sea life, and also this lava pit, and this thing to go up, but not down, made out of coal blocks that doesn't look very good. But this actually came out pretty well, this little lava flow here down into this little pit with the lava glass blending into the sandstone. This episode I want to work on this awful place and this awful place. I think I'm going to create more or less a cave. I want to start digging out like a natural cave slope up this way. I don't know what I'm doing with the ceiling, but for now, I'm just gonna continue these kinds of terraforming shapes. At this point, I just started at a point near the top, and I'm just working my way down, gradually digging out a little more area every time I go down, and hopefully that will make a cave ceiling. That is working better than working up from the bottom, which is what I was doing before, and that was very annoying. So this seems to be working pretty well. Now that is a decent shape. Not gonna stay those blocks, but there is a cave tunnel back here that's giving me some ideas of attaching more stuff back here. But for now, I am going to, let's say, I'll just leave a small cave-like hole back here. And that'll just be to whatever I decide to put there, I guess. That flat area up there ain't great, so I think I'm also going to dig that back. I think what I can do is make another pool of lava. If I'm gonna have a pool up here, I want to have it be a fairly steep slope up to a point. And then it'll get shallower the closer it gets to where our pool is gonna be, which is probably going to be about, like, here-ish. Like, this level will be the top of it. And then in here, I'll dig a hole behind here, so this will be filled with lava / glass, and this will be like the lip, and it will kind of meld into this thing, this magma block thing. That'll do for now. Now I just need to cover, or replace this stone with probably netherrack, and then in other places I will put, I don't know, terracotta or something. The whole thing can't be netherrack. Okay, I got a little bit carried away. That scaffolding's still there, but I have dug out this wall, and I think it looks okay. I think it looks pretty good. I continued this lake over here, and I kind of have it up, kind of splashing up here, and I have that just so I can have light. There aren't a lot of good light solutions because the only real way is to put like red carpet, and that doesn't exactly match, so I kind of did this like it's kind of sloshing around, and it is pouring and stuff, so I think it's okay. There's a lot of blank space, or rather space that's just netherrack up here that I probably will need to fix, but I really am struggling so hard to get another portal to the nether hub. This portal is 500, more than 500 blocks away from the central town portal, and yet it ends up with the same portal. Why is it like that? It's 500 blocks. It should be like 160, like 100 blocks that way, or whatever, whichever way it is. So I guess I have to make a longer tunnel, and I have to keep making nether portals until I get my own unique nether portal location. I found another portal. Well, that was already here. Where does this go? One day we'll find out. Goes to the damn center portal. I've dug another 100 blocks out, so ideally I should end up at a different place in the nether tunnel that potentially could come back to the same place. I swear to absolute 600 blocks. I am now 700 blocks away. Please deliver unto me a new portal. Why? 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 And now I have ended up at somebody else's portal. Slime farm. I have done it. I'm fairly close. I just made a portal in the nether first and then tried to link it to that. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to make a nice nether portal, but we're right here. So I guess it's fine. That's good. I mean, it's good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. I've expanded this to fit the hole, and I think I'm going to carry through just a similar theme to what's happening around here. So a lot of wood. I brought some bone blocks. I should grab some concrete, because it looks like that's used. But I don't know, I kind of like the idea of bone block. To cover up these, I can do something like that. And then, face of the log. And then I can have another one right here. That's wrong. Nah. And then back here is bone. I kind of like the idea of having it alternate directions like that. Then for the ceiling, I think I'll do some dark oak planks to carry through this color from the stair right here. Now I do want to break this up, so I think I'm going to make a circle of stairs here with the spruce. And then I want to go grab some glowstone, I think. I'm going to put glowstone up here, and then I think I will mirror the hatch patterns that's going out here with the trapdoors over them. So with those, they'll shine through a little bit, and that will be the light. Then I need to deal with this floor somehow. I might do the trapdoors on the floor. I think I'll do them alternating, so the direction of the planks goes crisscross. That looks pretty good, but it is a bit plain, so I think I'm going to make some slabs here, and I'm going to replace these with slabs. Now these walls right here are kind of flat, so I think I will maybe do something like this, where I frame that. I don't know, it's starting to look a little bit busy. Let's see what the jungle trapdoors do for it. It's not bad, it's also not great. Let's bring these planks across here. I think that's okay, honestly. I might remove these and raise this a little bit by putting the oak slabs here, or spruce slabs. Yeah, that helps. What if I make it kind of curved? Or angled, rather. Take out these corners here to make it more of a curve. I like that, honestly. Maybe I can remove these 3 trapdoors and replace these with dark oak planks so that it accentuates the curve even more. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What happens if I put a few more slabs around? I don't like that. I think it's too clustered. I think I should put a line here just because that transition was looking a little weird. And then maybe up here as well. It's getting pretty spruce heavy, but I think that's okay. What if I remove these and just have the trapdoors and be a little bit more minimalist with that? Because I think there's a little bit too much depth. It looks weird for such a small space. I think that's better. Oh, this is actually spawnable, so I need to fix that. But I can do that fairly easy by doing stairs. Maybe it could work if I replace this block with a slab, so that there's even more of a curve to the depth. Don't like that. Nope. No goodsies. I'm not in love with it, but I also don't completely hate it. What if I add lines like this? That's not as bad as the spruce because it's a little bit thinner. That's not bad. I can put a little bit of crenellation on here to add a little bit of detail. I think that's more or less good. If I think of something better, I can change it then. And now I need to do something about the tunnel on this side. I dug out this kind of flat, slightly angling tunnel. Mostly because I was bored, not for any particular reason. I'm still undecided about what I want to put here, but I kind of feel like there's a rainbow inside of me. I'm going to turn these steps here into angles. Why? I don't know. Seems like a good idea. Again, following the philosophy of do literally anything, which is essentially make the shape and then see what kind of possibilities the shape can have once you know the composition looks good. Primarily, I need the nether portal here to be a focus of the room, and as it stands, it was not. So I wanted to kind of slope up this way toward it. I have envisioned a grand plan. I want to, not in this room, but over on this side, I want to have this nether portal be the entrance to an enormous dining room. Super fancy. I'm imagining big chandelier, just the fanciest fancy place. And then I'm gonna fill it with spiders. It's gonna be fancy room full of fancy spiders, okay? But that does mean I need to dig a lot, and I am currently underneath a mountain. So, I guess I'll have to move my beacon, and then I will just have to keep digging. I know that I said no traditional architecture at the beginning of this series, but I think that has been a little bit limiting on the kinds of things that I want to build. I think it is super rad and still in the style to have a gigantic, and I do mean gigantic, a dining room full of spiders drinking tea, question mark? This is an enormous area I'm digging out. I've marked it with pillars, one there, and I'm trying to find out where I left the other one, but I can't. I don't know where it is. There it is. So this is basically the entire area I can mine with the beacon, is why I chose this. It is an arbitrary number. I'm gonna be here for a while. Damn creeper came through the hole. Damn creeper came through the portal. Blew up my nicely made nether tunnel. All I have is a stair left. At least it didn't blow out the obsidian. Inconsiderate. There. 3 days later. Big hole. God, that took a long time. Holy crap. This place is one hell of a slime farm. I've been killing these guys left and right. But I didn't even realize when I started this how cool of a mountain is over on that side. Like, this thing is neat. I got this big cave in here. I'll have to do something with this. I don't know what, but this area is very cool. It's got this overhang over here. In this area, I actually chose probably the best place to do this. There's a little bit under a mountain, but most of it was at, like, regular sea level. But I think what I'm going to do with this is I want to have a very good, very cool, very nice looking floor. And the way I want to do that is I want to probably have, like, glass at this level and then something underneath here so that when you look down it's really good. But I need to line the edges of this somehow. I have an idea. I think I'm going to do glass fog, except I'm going to have a design in varying colors of glass, and then I'm going to layer it so that hopefully it'll look foggy, except the design will come through the whole way. So this is not gonna be the easiest thing in the world to design, but I think I can do it. The first thing I want to do is just put something around the edge. I think the basis of this is going to be black, but I'm going to be using a lot of, like, cyan, light blue, stuff like that. So I want to come around with just a line to define where the start of it is. I'm actually thinking that I might want to bring it in a little bit so I don't have to dig out the walls when I go to put a block alongside them. So I'm gonna make a big square. It actually makes way more sense for me to put this as carpet on top of here. There's somebody mowing the lawn, but it's been like 3 days and I haven't recorded because all I've been doing is digging a hole, so I want to do it now. So, this is going to be the lawnmower episode, sponsored by the lawnmower industry. What am I doing? I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. I'm thinking about lawnmowers. So I'm gonna do most of this in carpet, and then, once I put the carpet down, I will put corresponding glass colors on top of it. I've moved the chests so that they're out of the way. I want to put some glowstone down here so that the design will hopefully glow a little bit from the bottom. I don't think I'll cover this entire thing with glowstone, even though there is actually an incredible, just mind-blowing witch farm on the server. It's actually worth showing. It's this quad witch farm that apparently needs 5 nether portals dedicated to it, because it is apparently so large. And the storage for this thing is insane. They have these little shulker box loader things. All of these are filled with glowstone, and if you empty this, it breaks it, puts it away, and then you put the chests back into the system and it goes and it fills them up again. Absolute nonsense. I don't know who made this, because I haven't seen a sign anywhere, but whoever did, Godspeed to you. I have no idea what this is doing. It's 3 fences over a hopper with a minecart. Hopper minecart? Why are the fences there? Why is this chest? There's nothing. What? I don't know. Redstone's, it's witchcraft. But it means I can throw glowstone around like candy. Now this is where it gets really complicated, because this is a big square and I am but a small lad. So, I guess I'm just gonna wing it. I don't know. It's one of those, it would probably be better if I designed it in creative, but I hate the experience of copying things in creative. It makes me angry and mad and frustrated. So, what I think I'm gonna do is I want to have this border here. And I'm thinking around where the glowstone is, I'm going to put in this line of blue carpet, and then I'm going to alternate shapes like this? Maybe every other? I don't know. I think something like that is good. So it looks like it's kind of interlocking like puzzle pieces. And I'm gonna do that all the way around as a border to this design. The corner situation over here isn't great, but it's not exactly right. It actually would have been better if I made it on an even number, but I didn't, so here we are. But I think that looks okay. Now I'm gonna bring 3 blocks width worth of black around each of the inside sides here, so that whatever design we make, which is gonna be in a black background, is gonna be a little bit separated away from the border. It's kind of like a secondary border effect. And I'm not going to put this over glowstone because I want it to be even darker. Now I want to go around in the middle, and I just want to mark some measurements. I don't know if these will stay here, but I want them here as a kind of graph to make sure I don't get stuff out of line, because it's going to be annoying, and I don't want to have to do it. I don't want to have to see that one side of my design is 3 blocks left of the other side. I don't want that. It's a bad time. I'm doing it from the corners because I don't feel like mathing out exact points. If these increments don't match up right with the number of blocks that this is, I want the difference, the weird bit that's not going to be 3 blocks, to be in the middle, because that's easier to work with than the corners. Because usually the middle's going to have a center point anyway if you're doing a symmetrical design. I'm also going to put some of these intervals in a different color so that I don't lose track of where I am when I start moving this way. Oh, it's not centered on an odd number? Okay. Alright. Good to know. But it is centered on an odd number on the other side dimension. Yay? This graph is aesthetically pleasing to me. Oh, it's so mathematical. So now I can use these measurements to start building a pattern out of. For example, I'm gonna have some kind of shape going out like this. Perhaps. I really need to fill in these holes. Actually, I think it might be a better approach to... Excuse me! Now that those are in, I think I want to add a few shapes like these at these points right here. Thinking I might want to move them over one, actually, to be like this. So that it's not so close to that bit. I can't do it to all of them. This is not centered. This is a little messed up. This side? It's a little messed up. This is the center here, so I think I'm going to make these ones plus signs here in the pink. I'm going to keep a line of them like that with a purple square as a 1 square in the middle of them, and then I am going to continue to bring the black in the middle here and fill this up. I'm about 50% confident that this will work out, this whole design that I'm making. Damn, that looks pretty good. Now I think I'm going to put a cyan carpet on every available inside face of the light blue carpet to give it some thickness. I'm also going to try putting a line of light blue over glowstone on the inside of that. I don't know if that will make it look a little bit too bulky, but I want to try it out just to see what it looks like. Yes, I approve of this. Now we need to figure out something to do with the middle. The middle of the room is gonna have a big dining table, so the middle of this design is not necessarily gonna be the focus because it's gonna be under a giant table. But it still needs a little bit of detail, so, I'm thinking I might make, I'm thinking I might make some little designs out of purple and magenta here to contrast the blue and to bring through the colors to the inside of the thing. And I'll be putting glowstone under them as well. Pretty much nearly every area that isn't black except for the cyan is going to have glowstone under it. I'm not sure what the best approach is. I could take this corner to start and line it up, some little pointy things like that, and then just adding stuff around. I don't want it to become too busy. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. This looks not that good. Maybe if I make the pink or magenta stick out a little bit more so it's not so solid on the edges there. It might look better if I copy it to the other sides. It's not terrible. I fiddled with this off camera, and I think this looks better. It's more of a pattern, and I think once I copy it to all the four sides, it will create more motion across the whole design, which is going to be really important for it not looking too busy. My brain is full of thoughts. I think I should continue these lines further. This one here, that one there, just all the ends to continue filling in this, like, hatch pattern, I guess? Okay, that honestly isn't too bad. Now my question is if I want to fill those middle bits with the purple. I think this will benefit from a little bit of magenta little blips coming out here. Not on every corner, but on every other corner, I think. That looks kinda weird, but at this point I think I need to fill in the rest of this with black wool before I make any other changes. Because I need to see it filled in properly. Huh. That looks rad. There's a big blank space in the middle, but that's okay because there'll be a table there. But man, I really like those colors. I think that design is looking good. Now all I have to do is pray and hope and beg the universe that it translates well to glass fog. I think I'm going to line these walls with cyan wool because that's the block that's on the side here. That's the glass color that's going to be here, so I think that will match the most. Whew, time to do a lot of smelting and collecting sand and smelting and more smelting and glass placing. Huh. You know? That looks pretty damn cool. It doesn't look exactly like I imagined it would, but you know what? I think it's quite good still. I have 4 layers of glass here. It might have been better if I added more layers of glass, but this is so much glass. I cannot overstate how much glass and how long this took. From starting to dig the hole to finishing up the glass, I think it's been like a week? It's taken a long time. I had a backlog, so an episode went up, but I didn't expect this effect here with the different layers, but I kind of like it. Honestly, I contemplated filling in where the not black glass is, so that it was solid, but then I would lose this effect, and that would be bad. And I think this looks pretty good anyway. I don't know how I feel entirely about this bit of carpet. I like this one here. I've tried all kinds of different placing of black carpet. I've tried filling this in, I've tried filling that in, I've also tried filling a bunch of different stuff in, and none of it really looked good, and I'm not entirely sure if I'll keep even this. I'll definitely keep this straight, but this one, I don't know, might go. But the next step is to do the walls and do the rest of it. But that is gonna have to wait till next episode, so I am gonna say good day to you, Internet, and thank you for watching.